Hello, my name is Jasmine, and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can see, I'm recovering from endometriosis and fibroids, and unfortunately, I had to have a hysterectomy at the age of 30. I do not have any children. That is definitely something I have always wanted, and now God is gonna give it to me in another way, so that's okay. Really, I just wanted to inform women and men about it, because even though you're a man, you might have a daughter, she's gonna have her menstrual cycle at some point, and it is also good for you to know how to handle it. And a lot of women, I do know, suffers from having fibroids, and unfortunately it's just very common. So these things that grow in you, it's just, to me, not talked about too much, and that is where I just want to share what I know, what I've learned, what I'm gonna learn, because this is still a process that I'm gonna have to deal with even having a hysterectomy. So I definitely just want to put that information out there. And a hysterectomy is where they remove the entire uterus, your entire uterus. So I had to have that happen. Endometriosis is where there's tissue that is grown on the outside of the uterus, and it can grow anywhere, unfortunately. And fibroids are non-cancerous growth that can be grown in the abdominal area. All really deals with the female reproductive system, the uterus, and unfortunately this is also becoming more common, and even in just the younger people. I was diagnosed around 21, 22, 7 years ago, so I've been dealing with this for 7 years, fighting, having hope, trying to stay positive that, this surgery and this surgery. This was my fourth and last surgery, so I've done this a lot, and I, like I said, fought and had hope that what I was doing would help me to have a child, at some point. But my case was just really bad from jump, that it already, looked like it was going to be a no. But, I still was trusting God and just doing what I thought, was best. But it was a tough 7 years, very tough. The symptoms are abdominal pain, back pain, tough menstrual cycles, pain. I've heard stories, I have stories that I will share, but I just wanted to talk about just this one, and how I am now. My surgery was May 6th, and it was big. It was a big surgery. The mass, and I will upload pictures to let you guys see what I looked like on right before the operating table and right after. I had about 55 or so stitches. Staples. That I needed to be removed about 10 days later or so. That was even tough that was a lot. But by the end, I had a belly. I looked about like 7 months or so pregnant. I'm only 5 feet. It was out there. There was nothing I can do. It was about the size of a basketball. The mass was about the size of a basketball, and unfortunately my uterus was also about the size of a basketball. It was really bad. Everything kind of stuck to the mass, so they had to pull it apart. It was about, like I said, 4 hours, and that surgery and procedure usually is about a 45 to an hour procedure. So it was a lot. I had to have a blood transfusion. My past 3 surgeries, they always contemplated having one, but at the end of the day, I never needed to do it, thank God. But this one was nothing I could do. I had to have it. and it was big, but I'm here. Thank the Lord. He definitely has carried me throughout this whole process. Took care of me. So even in this recovery, seeking him daily, thanking him daily. I have to take it easy. I've been doing a lot of moving, a little bit too much, but I'm learning to just, relax. I think I'm just so eager to get them moving around and finally being able to be physical, and it has a benefit on my body rather than, doing too much and I just got to sit down because, of what I was dealing with. I don't have to deal with that no more. There is still a journey that I'm going to have to deal with now that I have a hysterectomy, because my body is going to go through menopause, early menopause, unfortunately. So I will, have to probably take more medication on that. On top of the medication that I even had to take for this surgery. Around with COVID hit, I was on a medication that already was putting me through menopause and like affecting my bones. I couldn't take it past 6 months or it would have done permanent damage. And now with the vitamins and such, I would have to take something for my bones as well. So it's still going to be a process and a journey, and I'll definitely plan on still sharing that with you guys, because